Hey, Phantomaniacs! Welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. And this is something I have been very, very excited for because one, my favorite movie of all time is John Carpenter's Big Trouble in Little China. And two, this is a brand new toy line. The first figure that I have bought from this BST line. I'm going to assume that's Best Action, and it's just a cool shortened way of saying it. Best features, best articulation, best assortment. And well, that remains to be seen. There is quite an assortment of this new line of 5-inch figures loaded with articulation, and they are from, let's see here. Does it actually say Loyal Subjects anywhere? That's weird. It's got their little logo here. Oh, there we go, loyalsubjects.com. So you probably know Loyal Subjects from the little minifigures that they've been doing for years now, from WWE, Masters of the Universe, all kinds of different properties. Now they have moved into actual, well, I don't want to say actual action figures, because those are actual action figures. I've got a few of the Masters of the Universe ones, and they're great little figures, but they're like giant heads, and while they are articulated, it's only so much play value you get out of them. This, to me, is a real, actual action figure, and something I've been looking forward to getting my hands on because I love Big Trouble in Little China. The amount of merchandise available is very, very limited. I've got the reaction figures that were done a few years ago. I've got some of the figures that came out years and years ago that aren't great. They're okay. And then there's a 12-inch Jack Burton that I didn't get because the likeness, to me, didn't justify the price. But now we could potentially have the whole cast of the movie in the same scale, lots of articulation, and we're going to open this up today and find out how good this figure is, if these truly are the best action figures. So anyway, let's get down to business. I've got an awesome rendering here on the side, and I like that we have lightning here. It's not just generic packaging. And then Shang Tsung, Lo Pan, wrong line. Maybe I'll get to one of the McFarlane Mortal Kombat figures at some point. David Lo Pan over here with his evil eyes. Don't look at his eyes. Oh, it's too late. Now you've got to find a dirty puddle of water to wash your eyes out with. And then on the back, we've got a nice little bio here. Lightning. The Storms are a trio of elemental masters that serve Lo Pan in his quest to become whole again in order to rule the universe. The Storms are masters of martial arts and skillful with various weapons, though each of them possesses a supernatural ability to control Earth's atmospheric elements. Lightning's ability is manipulating electricity for various purposes, such as flying up and down. Now, I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed that he doesn't have like a really long length of lightning that he could grab onto, but whatever. He looks cool. He comes with a good amount of accessories, and we're going to open him up now and put this thing to the test. I haven't opened one of these before, so I'm not sure the best way. It looks like we've got well, actually it looks like the bottom flap, because you can see the side panels are tucked into the bottom here, so if you open it from the side, it's not going to work out really well. So it looks like the old bottom panel is the way to go. With our trusty 1964 box cutter, cutting right through everything now seems to have these circular pieces of adhesive tape rather than just straight up old school tape. I like it. Getting to the interior here, we've got oh, nice. I like it. Oh, and I wanted to mention, I love the wraparound window here. I think this looks really cool. Right now, I think Walmart's the only place you can find these, although I believe Hot Topic had them online. But I'm sure they were charging like $25 for them or something. Maybe that's not fair to Hot Topic, but I don't know. Awesome backdrop. Great, like painted looking artwork. Looks like it's straight out of the movie poster. And then on the bottom, we've got the logo. This is great they're obviously looking for figure photography here, because you need something to put that figure in front of. So that's cool. I love that. I'm going to hang on to that. And then the figure itself, looks like we have a double tray here. Oh, nice. Okay. So you can see it's in a regular tray, and then it's actually got a front panel Now, what I would like to see is for loyal subjects to move to what Hasbro's doing and just eliminate this plastic right here and put cardboard around so that, you know, this could just be the front of the box. Let's eliminate that single-use plastic as much as possible. All right, we got some lightning pieces here. We've got that curved knife, perhaps a tanto. Is that right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I know you will, and I appreciate it. I love looking in the comments and seeing, oh man, that hand almost shot off the table. You know, seeing that you guys have the knowledge, or you've gone and looked stuff up, or whatever the case may be. Because when I sit down to do these, I don't sit down and do research beforehand. I don't look stuff up. I want the thrill of opening something cool and new for the first time to come through. So I don't want to sit here with this in Wikipedia open before I do this video, because that's just not fun to me. I want to open this like I'm really opening this for the first time, which I am. All right, we see removable hat, very nice. Looks great, and then this is, I'm guessing, probably a little sticker. Let's see if this is paper or a nice vinyl sticker. You know how you test that? You find an unobtrusive portion of the sticker, and you just give it a little tear. And that, my friends, is a paper sticker. Don't worry, because hopefully I'll have many, many more of these coming in the future. And I'll stick one in my sticker pole of esteem here in the Phantom Zone, which I will perhaps show you guys at some point, because that's definitely the most interesting thing down here. All right, we have, is this removable or not? Non-removable cloak. It's you can see the little peg there. It's glued into the back, and it's got a stress line around it already, so I'm not going to pull on that any harder. And there's no reason for it to come off. We've got a torso. Okay, so we've got a pretty decent torso joint right there. Although you can see where the deco ends if you move him back too much, but that, you know, that's okay. It's not a big deal. The leaf mail looks really, really good. And I'm trying to figure out right now, gosh, I'm really concerned about this cape just tearing right off. It feels like it is just a cut joint at the waist. I believe it is, which is fine. Take a look at the detail on that belt buckle, though. I love the painted detail on the eyes there. Very, very cool. They almost look like they might glow in the dark. And loyal subjects have done a lot of glow-in-the-dark stuff, so that'd be cool. Let's see, what do we got on the head? Ooh, that's tight. You hear that? I don't know if you guys could hear that or not. But it is a ball joint. Not a ton of motion, but not bad. As much as is needed for this scale, I think. The closest figures to this scale are the Doctor Who figures, which actually, you know what? I just so happen to have a Doctor Who figure right here. Boy, they're not even close. So what the heck scale are these? Because I thought these Best Action figures were supposed, or maybe they are to scale. Maybe Lightning is just much, much shorter than I realized. No, I think these Doctor Who figures, which are a 5-inch, and I realize inches is not a scale, but I'm not exactly sure what the scaling is on any of these. So this is larger than 4, but smaller than Doctor Who, I guess. Okay, now this is cool. We've got a hinged wrist. I'm going to very carefully manipulate. There we go. Moves pretty nicely. Not bad at all. We've got good shoulder joints. Got up and down, a little outward swing, and then we've got a bicep swivel there. Pretty great. Got about a 90-degree bend. Oh, wait a minute. That... Oh, I thought we might have a double jointed elbow there. But it's just a little... It's the way the sculpt is. So about a 90-degree bend at the elbow, which is fine. No problem with that. Look at the weave on the cape. I think that looks really nice. They've done a great job with that. And the hip joints are obviously going to be a little restricted because of this soft plastic skirt. But we've got movement that way. We've got a swivel at the top of the thigh. And then we have a double jointed knee, which I'm not going to futz with too much because, again, I'm a little concerned about the integrity of that cape. But pretty good. No Nope, we've got ankle joints as well. Look at that. Okay, so let's see. Got forward and back. And do we have that little peg? Yeah, we sure do. We've got that, I think of it as the Hasbro peg. I've mentioned that before, but I don't know that they're actually the innovators of that particular kind of ankle joint. Very nice. Okay, so yeah, lots of articulation. Very well done. I want to see how well his hat stays on. If it has, that's interesting. The dugout, or the whatever you would call it, for where his head goes, it doesn't clip on in any way. It just sort of sits on his head. I don't love that. I don't understand why they've got these, why this is straight here, and why there isn't more of a rounded. That seems like not the best design choice for me, because there's no way to secure it on his head. It doesn't stay in any way. Weird. So when you put him on the shelf, you're just going to have to balance this on his head somehow? Very, very strange. All right. So he's got his woven wicker hat. Looks cool. Just poor design choice there. I don't understand that. And then we have some cool lightning blasts that are, looks like molded to go in his hands. Let's see. So I can figure this out in a reasonable amount of time. Yeah, I think so. It looks like there's a little clip right there. I wonder if it's meant to go on the other hands. Let's find out. No, it's not going to stay put on that. But there's a definite little spot right there. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe. Let's try the other one. So what we're probably going to do is move on with the assumption that this is something I'm not going to figure out right here on the video, but that will work in practice. I kind of wish they had just put little magnets in there or something so it'd work a little bit better. But I love the clear, great sculpt, clear plastic. I'm always a sucker for translucent parts. And then finally, we've got the knife. See how well this goes in the hand. Not great. Fits in there pretty loose, but doesn't just straight up fall out, so he can do the old lean back, throw the knife deal. And let's finally, I guess this is important, see how hard these parts are to switch out. Okay. Put that delicate little flat palm hand in there. Hello. And we get one of the coolest scenes in the movie. Let's see if I can get him posed relatively right for this. When we take his blades, oh, they actually are hinged. They're actually on a little hinge there. That's great. I don't know which fingers they're supposed to go over. They don't fit over all four of them. But look at that. Nice. They don't move freely necessarily, but I love that they move at all. And if we could just put his hat on him, he'd be great. Look at that. Okay, so I can't say I'm totally in love with this figure. I don't know that it's the best it could have been. I'd much rather see something like this from NECA or Super 7, but it's a Big Trouble in Little China figure. If they make more, I'll buy them, and they'll go up on the shelf, and I'll be happy that I've got Big Trouble in Little China figures. So they're better than the reaction figures, but not as good as what we might see from NECA or a different company. So there you go. If you're curious about these, there's a review of one of them. having held it in my hands now, I can't see myself buying any other of these Best Action figures. They are, for $16, it's okay, but the fact that it's Big Trouble in Little China is what makes it, to me, worth owning. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and stay tuned for more toy reviews here. Oh, wait. Sorry. I hate it when I do that, because it is important to me for things to be storable, and that knife goes right in that sheath on his belt. So there you go. Nice touch. Lots of things they got right, but a few things that I think are pretty big that they didn't. So thanks for watching, you guys. Stick around, subscribe, and we'll check out some more toys.